A node finishes its job and finds a result, but the next node in line has no idea it even happened. This is graph state. Let's start with step 1, the gap. One node finds something useful, but the node right after it has no way of knowing that. Say our first node is called search. It runs and comes back with 3 results. Then we move to the next node, summarize. But from where summarize is standing, there's no connection at all. It has no idea search ever ran. So step 2 is the fix, one shared state. Instead of each node working in isolation, there's a single object sitting underneath the whole graph, and every node can read from it or write to it. Here we've got 2 nodes, lookup order and draft reply. And right now that shared state is just empty. Step 3 is where it gets interesting, read, then write. A real question comes in and each node reads whatever it needs, then adds whatever it finds. So the question comes in, where's my order? Lookup order reads just that one field, there's nothing else in there yet, so there's nothing else to ignore. It does its job and writes back an order status, shipped, arriving Thursday. And notice the question field is still sitting there untouched. This wasn't a replacement, it was an addition. Which brings us to step 4, a growing record. The next node builds right on top of what's already there, and the state just keeps accumulating. Draft reply reads that order status and adds its own field, a reply saying your order ships Thursday. So watch the numbers grow, we go from 1 field to 2 to 3. And in terms of raw characters, that's 33, then 79, then 118. Now step 5, and this is the one exception to all of that. Sometimes a field shouldn't keep growing, it should just hold on to the latest value. Let's say there's a retry node. It goes in and overwrites the order status. Now it says delayed, arriving Friday instead. But here's the catch, since that status just changed underneath it, draft reply actually has to run again too. Otherwise, the reply would just sit there contradicting a status it was never written for. So the reply updates as well, your order now arrives Friday. And notice the field count hasn't moved, it's still 3. Order status and reply both just overwrote their values, so the two of them never end up contradicting each other. And that's really the whole idea. At any point, you can look at the state and trace exactly which node contributed what. State is simply what each node leaves behind for the next one.